Thank you.
That
Thank
nice?
you.
You like that?
Yeah, I like clothes.
Then take off your suit and give it to the champ.
I like Oh, man, yeah, I like clothes.
So how you doing, man?
Are you a clothes horse? You like to wear?
Oh, yes, I like to wear clothes.
Yeah.
Mike, look at it. Mike, you can't be saying I like clothes. Look at me, because you make me feel like I need to take it off and get the ticket, man.
You know, you and the two Mikes here have a lot in common.
Yes.
You were in Brothers together.
Yes,
as a matter of
Mike
fact.
came on and
That's right.
guested on the guest start on the show. It was great.
And I noticed that you both have a little space in between your two faces.
Yeah, I tried to get mine closed. But my dentist said, no, I can't do that. He wouldn't get it. He wouldn't close it.
Yeah, I wouldn't close it either. I like it. I think it makes you you.
Yeah. Oh, Edward Jerry, he wouldn't close it.
Well, my dentist, I had a lot of dentists offering to close mine, and yours wouldn't close yours. You had a good dentist. But you know, you were pretty scary, man. Back in your day, you were very scary. But you've become a much gentler man.
Well,
and why is that?
I had to be scary then. I don't have to be scary anymore. I have to be funny now. So I'm funny now.
You know what? I know the feeling.
But do you remember? Well, yes.
Yeah, I know the feeling.
You know what? Michael says that men used to fear him on the streets, and now little old ladies hug him in the grocery store.
Listen, that's the #1 factor in survival in life is adaptation. You got to be able to adapt.
Yeah. You know? Well, you have. I mean, you really are like one of these evolutionary figures. There's so many different facets to your life. And I think this show shows that about you.
Oh, God. Yeah. Being Mike Tyson, that's really a trip.
It really is.
Being Mike Tyson.
But you know what? One part I love was with your kids, like seeing you with your daughter and just being around your kids. What kind of a dad are you?
I don't know. I'm a different dad to different kids. I have 8 kids, so I'm a different dad to each one of them. The ones that have been in their life for a great duration of time are different than the ones that I've been an absentee dad with. So I'm making up on a lot of my older kids. I'm doing a lot of makeup with, you know, makeup time with.
I find that with all children, you know, they always say like the first kid is like the first pancake, you know, burned on one side and like a little raw on the other side. And like you know, as parents, the grill sort of levels out a little bit, and you're better with each
It's really interesting that you said it because my daughter, who's my first daughter, is we had a really bumpy road. We're like almost best friends now. We have a great relationship. We talk all the time on the phone, and I'm really involved with her life. I've never been involved with her life, but we're involved with each other's life.
Yeah.
And it's really interesting how that dynamics grew. You never would think a million years that me and her would ever even talk to each other.
Wow.
It's interesting. When I was watching some of this documentary of your life, I was watching you watch Evander Holyfield's son in the boxing ring.
Yeah,
and
Evan.
And I was watching you coach him from the sidelines, and you could just see there was so much going on emotionally for you watching this kid.
No, when you well, this is interesting that you say that because Evander is very introverted. He's a shy guy. He doesn't talk much. He's a very dignified guy, and I'm all over the place. Come on, let's kill him, God! Let's go! And, I was more of a, you know, that's just my upbringing. If my friend loses, I cry.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I want for him what I want for myself. You know, it's a team effort, and when it's a team effort, it's you're in there fighting. And if he gets hit, you get hit. If he loses, it's someone that's a mark on me, even if I'm just associated with the guy. Because this is where it gets interesting. Because the guy that Evander's son Evan was fighting, his trainer said, "Well, I'm sorry, champ. He's going to get it today. This is a good fight. He's going to get a beat down today. You and his father can't save him. You can't go in the ring and fight for him." I said, "Do you hit it?" But I really wanted to strike the guy, but you can't do that. But you can't do that. You just can't. So they said, "You hit Evan, this guy wants to humiliate you." And then Evan went in there and fought his heart out. And that's what, oh, man, when you see how this young kid fought his heart out, man, you just,
yeah.
Woo.
Something about the amateurism. There's something about the innocence of being an amateur in the sport that really takes you back to the reason that you started and when you started.
100%. No one understood that. I don't know if Evan's mother, they understood that. I almost feel like because it's just, it's the team effort, almost like Pop Warner football, the team effort. If one guy fails, it's like a mark against the whole team because we're all in sync. Everybody's in sync there. It looks like it's just you and the guy there, no one's in your corner, but he's fighting with everybody in his mind.
Yeah. Being Mike Tyson, which is a 6-part series that's going to be on Showtime, and in this series you're open about everything, and you've been very open about some problems you have with alcohol. So how are you doing with that now?
I have 34 days.
34 days.
Yeah, 34 days. I'm about 34 days, no cigarettes, no weed. Because even though I wasn't drinking, I was still smoking. So I'm talking about this really cold turkey, no weed, no cigarettes. Because these are, it's ironic, those are issues I had before I even started boxing. I started when I was 13, 12. Right. So I always did that because I'm my mother's son, and that's just what we did. We smoked cigarettes.
So what would you say to parents who have kids like at that age, like at home, and you know there's so many exposures to everything out there? What would you say to parents with young
I don't
kids?
know, but all my issues come from my parents. My parents were,
Right.
I had really bad parents,
Right.
and my parents were in the sex industry.
Right.
And we was just, everything goes. So it's really, I can't tell no particular parent, hey, don't do this. Don't be a prostitute and tell your husband not to be a pimp. So
Right.
I don't know what to say other than that.
It sounds so simple when you say it like that.
Why did you decide to let cameras just follow you around everywhere?
Hey, I don't know. My wife convinced me and stuff. My wife is like the boss, and she convinced me to do this stuff.
I know that feeling.
You have bills to pay, Mike. Okay, put the pride aside, and let's pay the bills, and you have more pride at the end of the day. And
smart woman.
This is what we did. And oh God, it's really vulnerable stuff. And
I'm glad that you did it though, because I think that it really shows so many different facets of your life and so many different aspects of you that people may not know about.
I don't even know about them, but
well, you and Evander Holyfield are talking about when you bit his ear in the ring. So let's take a look at.
I'm sorry, guys. I didn't mean to do it.
He's not the same man, everybody.
How beautiful this guy is. He's just a wonderful guy. How he takes that in stride, and he's just talking about it in a comic way. And I'm saying, oh God, I'm like, oh God, I can't believe I bit this guy here. This is
Well, you know what, Mike? Congratulations on everything and good luck. 34 days, man. Keep it going, all right? Being Mike Tyson premieres this Sunday on Fox. Check your local listings before moving to his regular time slot, which is Tuesdays at 10:30 p.m. on Fox Sports 1. Everybody, make sure you check this great series out. Mike Tyson, everybody.